Hooman Khalili is an Iranian-American artist and activist, known for working with many forms of art, but more recently is known for his murals. His mission is to remind the world that the Persian and Jews have been friends for over 3,000 years. And over the past 2 years, Hooman has unveiled 18 murals within Israel in support of Iranian women who are fighting for their freedom. Hooman, it's amazing having you on today. Thank you for being here. And
Thank you. I feel outnumbered. No other men, huh? Just me. Praise the
um,
Lord. All right.
you should feel very special to be amongst all these powerful Iranian women.
I do. I
Um,
do.
but art, especially in public murals, can carry very powerful political messages. How do you use your murals to kind of challenge the oppressive regimes while also bringing people together? And how have you seen your art in action, kind of bringing the Iranian and the Jewish community together in this very difficult time?
Right. Well, just like everyone else, Azadeh, Ashley, thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here. So I feel like we need to take a step back. By the time, Masa Amini was murdered September of 2022. By the time my first mural went up in Jerusalem in January of 2023, there were already 40 or 50 murals in the world. I wasn't close to being the first one. And it's a really important point as you hear the journey. So this first mural that you're looking at here, this mural was unveiled in Jerusalem on January 9th, 2023. Now, this mural has Masa Amini, Serena, Fereshte, and Nika. Nika and Serena were 15 years old, and Masa and Fereshte were roughly around 20. So these four women were all killed. And it's basically this whole war seems to be about hair. They're killing the women for showing their hair. So in this picture, you'll see we united them with their hair. The reason this image is such a big deal is because it's the first mural in the Middle East with a woman's hair showing in support of the women of Iran. And when you think about Israel, especially when you think about Jerusalem, right? Jerusalem, destroyed and rebuilt 39 times, the most contested city in the whole world. The Jews claim it, the Christians claim it, the Muslims claim it. And there it is. There's a mural in the holy city that everyone claims. So on that one day, January 9th, 2023, the whole world loved Israel for that one day. I had messages from Arab women. I had people calling me from all around the world, and this was their exact sentiment. I used to hate Israel. I used to hate the Jews. Now I love Israel. I love the Jews. That girl on that mural, that's my cousin. I heard this over and over again. So the second mural here that you're looking at now is in Nazareth. And Nazareth is a very unique city. For those of us who know the Bible, it's Jesus's hometown. It's where he lived from the age of 4 to 29. And Nazareth is entirely Arab. And the great thing about this mural, of the 18 murals, if someone was to say to me, who's your favorite child? Who's your favorite baby? It's this one here. And the reason is because the wall is owned by two Muslim men, designed by a Persian Christian, painted by a Russian Jew. I mean, that's all of us coming together. In Nazareth, of all places. There's a
Wow.
verse in the Bible that says, can anything good ever come out of Nazareth? Yes, this mural. And it was on this mural, if you go to the next slide, where you'll see the phrase, it's time for the Esthers of the world to rise up. Now, I'm going to give you a quick Bible lesson. There was a moment in the Jewish Bible, the Old Testament, where the Jews were exiled. There was a king named Nebuchadnezzar, and he took them from Israel to Babylon, which is now Iraq. And then a new king was born. The king of kings at the time was Xerxes. And he took the Jews that Nebuchadnezzar took to Iraq, he took them to Iran. And so you have one book in the Bible which takes place in Iran, and it's the book of Esther, right? So in Iran, Azadeh alluded to this, Ashley alluded to this. In Iran, you have real life women superheroes. in America, all of our books, all of our television shows, all of our films are what? About women superheroes. But now we have real life women superheroes, no one's talking about it. 90% of our world news is Gaza. 10% of our world news is Ukraine. 0% of our world news is Iran. So this is a problem. So all of us, and hopefully everyone will say this, the reason we're doing this is to get the eyes of the world on Iran. You know, the #1 sponsor of terrorism for the whole world. This is why we're doing this. So Esther's to remind the world, in Iran, you have the first woman-led revolution. You have your women superheroes. After October 8th happened, I had a Persian Jewish woman in LA call me. Her name is Ophelia, and I had another Persian Jewish woman in Israel call me named Orly, and they both called to tell me the same thing. 2 of the women Hamas killed on October 7th were Persian Jews, Sharel Haimpour and Sahar Soidan. Now, one more quick Bible lesson. In the Bible, there's this theme. And the theme is God says over and over, I'm going to put my throne in Zion. I'm going to put my throne in Jerusalem. I'm going to put my throne in Israel. You see this over and over again. But then there's this one obscure verse, and I think it was Ashley who just said it, which was, you know, I'm nervous doing this. And the truth is, I haven't heard everyone talk, but we're all nervous doing this. Every single one of us is nervous. This is hard to do. But it's really, really hard to make a mural of these women who have died and put Bible verses on the murals to remind the world of the biblical relationship between the Persians and the Jews, because these murals are in Israel. They're in Israel. So there's this one obscure verse, Jeremiah 49:38. And Jeremiah 49:38 says, God says, I will set my throne in Elam, and destroy her king and officials. Well, Elam is the ancient name of Iran. It was first Elam, then Iran, then Persia, then Iran again. That's the order. So there's something very special here. And so with this 8th mural that you're looking at now, you've got Sharel Haimpour, you have Masa Amini. Both their faces are a mosaic. Inside Masa Amini's face is the face of 1,500 Iranians who have either been murdered or put in prison. And inside Sharel Haimpour's face are all the faces of all the victims of October 7th. And next to their heads is God saying he's going to put his throne in Jerusalem and he's going to set his throne in Elam. So I do now after I did 4 murals in Israel. Now listen, just a quick reminder, I was number 50 or 55. I wasn't first. The Islamic regime really didn't seem to care at all about the murals in the US or Canada or Australia or Europe. But all of a sudden, the Islamic regime felt compelled to make a mural after I put 4 murals in Israel. And if you see here, they made a mural of an atomic bomb. And on that atomic bomb, they wrote in Hebrew, 400 seconds to Tel Aviv. So the art got a reaction. It got a reaction from the Islamic regime. So now that mission's over. And I know, Natalie, your next question is going to be, what's next, Hooman? So I'll just tell you. I'm going to put 18 murals on 18 college campuses in the United States. And thank you. So here's what I need prayers for. So far, 6 universities have said no. They said yes in the morning, and when the sun set, they said no. They all got scared. So I'm going to fly to Houston on Tuesday. There's a very prominent university in Houston that hasn't said yes. They haven't said no. And I'm going to show up, and I'm going to hope and pray that I'm able to compel them to say yes. And my hope is to unveil this mural on either April 23rd or April 24th. Why? Because that is Holocaust Remembrance Day. And the reason I want to put it there is because on the murals, I put the 2 Persian Jews killed by Hamas on October 7th. I put them on the murals. And I want to show the world what was happening then is happening now. And I have no competition on Holocaust Remembrance Day. Almost virtually nobody memorializes it or talks about it. So now we can actually point to that date, and we can point to this mural, and we can say, we Persians have been the friends of the Jews for 3,000 years, and we are going to rebuild that friendship.